Hello, my name is Denis Korsanov. I would like to thank the MIT team for the excellent program, MicroMasters in Supply Chain Management. It was challenging, dynamic, and delivered without compromises. The program engaged me at full throttle. It allowed me to return to the university bench again, and now, when the program has ended, I want to continue as never before. While I already get a bunch of degrees and qualifications, I still have missed capstone component, deep understanding of the mechanics of operation and supply chain. I am looking for degree in supply chain management to round up my knowledge base to the whole one. There are the three perspectives of supply chain management where I have extensive practice. I have done a lot of demand forecasting and its balancing with planned supply and production volumes when I was head of budgeting and business planning functions. Demand never changed. Its objects were different: crude oil, gold, silver, and even hotel rooms. But the key issue is always the same: uncertainty. Another perspective of supply chain management is business process analysis and modeling. Sequencing and dependencies between activities were definite and used for building a model for activity-based costing. The latest experience in supply chain management was obtained through involvement in transformation program, when I was part of task force for diagnosis, design, and implementation of optimized business processes, including logistics, equipment maintenance, transportation services, and production planning. As for academic training, I took a supply chain management course delivered by Professor Fernando Bernstein from Duke University Fuqua Business School. It was during executive MBA degree. Eventually, this event was triggered that pushed me to seek for more and more knowledge in this area. Firstly, several wonderful books, then unparalleled MicroMasters, and now the promising master's degree. Obtaining the SM master's degree will give me more opportunity to focus on tasks for optimization of business processes. It is early stages, diagnostic and design. While diagnostics is more or less pleasing when we talk about the design or work for optimization solutions, I would like to use as many options as possible. I believe that it is unfair and incorrect that traditional same functions like procurement and logistics successfully use advanced and proved methods to combat uncertainty on day-to-day basis, while another part of the company does not even aware about these tools. However, they are the same owners of all business functions, and they are leaving money on the table, a lot of money. I would like to become a guide for business owners, some kind of Sherpa who will be on their frontier, interpret science, warn about the perils, and propose a suitable path. I highly respect consulting houses who focus on benefits for business in the first instance. At some point of my career, I would like to work for this kind of consultancy. This experience will allow me to understand standards of results delivery from within, so it will help to organize similar in-house services. Companies always have something that needs to be optimized, and this is often an excess capacity. I believe that excess capacity is one of the biggest issues in supply chains. They are usually too big to fail. They bring ideas by overhead cost. How many projects were realized with a lot of spare production lines, and unfortunately only a few percent of it were used? How much of shareholders' money were turned into bare concrete walls and scrap? Current technological mode is hostile to obvious excess capacities. Capacity should be perfectly balanced with uncertain demand and ready to adjust for changes. I would like to see how the capacities will be more and more standardized. Just imagine 1 unit of standardized capacity for a definite price available at clear terms. Then we can add capacity constraints as objects for optimization, just as we do with new routers and inventory. Finding the feasible methods for optimizations of capacity is a great request, because the transfer of the production closer to the place of consumption is an urgent issue again. Many thanks for your attention. I will be at Boston at the end of April, and will be glad to meet you here. See you.